What's going on, guys? You're with Hardy Tech. Welcome back to the Catercave, a weekly podcast about Pokemon and much, much more, featuring yours truly, Hardy Tech Yo-Yo and Spizzles.
Hey guys, my name's Spizzles. I'm awesome. Actually, Hardy's awesome, and I just sound like I have a huge ego now. So go ahead, keep talking, please.
Oh, it's okay. You do have a huge ego. Anyways, to right up the
Q&A, Q&A,
out,
Q&A.
that was rude. Okay, we already went over what happens when you interrupt me, and then
I
you
got,
just go
I,
into it
I
again.
got fired for a couple minutes.
It was at least like 12 minutes,
All right, yeah.
but
13th minute, this was pure happiness when I found out we're gonna hire you back.
we're gonna give you
Anyway,
another chance, but you're on probation this time.
well, that looks like I just broke probation. Okay, so back to work.
To start off this video, we're
Let's-
going to be going over some questions you guys submitted in the last video. So let's get started with the very first question from the Servine96, which is, Hardy, what do you think of the starter mega forms and which Pokemon will you choose? Wow, okay, apparently no, he doesn't care about your opinion. So,
Yeah, my opinion sucks anyway,
um,
so that's
well, we'll get a little more to the Kanto Mega Evolution starters a little later in this video. But out of the Kanto starters, I'll probably be picking... Um, I guess Charmander. You know, he's just so OG. You gotta love him. And
Mhm.
just for the heck of it, you know, I know that he doesn't care about your opinion, but I'm curious. Which Kanto starter would you choose if you were playing X and Y?
You know, part of it is when I decide what a Pokemon I'm going to use, I usually look at what like the first couple gyms are, because that makes it a little bit easier if you choose that certain starter, so you don't have to try as hard and grind or whatever and get different Pokemon. But I'm probably if I since I'm gonna walk into it blind, it'd probably be Squirtle for me for the Kanto starters.
Ooh, yeah, I'm like so excited to play X and Y blind. Which okay, well, I'm trying to like avoid a certain topic because we'll get to that later. But I'm really excited to do that. Anyways, Matthias Hagenberger, I don't know, ask which Pokemon do you guys hate? Oh boy, this is gonna be a long list. I'll let you go first.
Which Pokemon do I hate? Well, I hate all of Hardy's enemy Pokemon except Scyther, because Scyther's awesome. That was your own fault for losing that one. Um, hmm. Probably the one I hate the most. Gosh, that's a hard question because I don't play Pokemon. I'm just kidding. Um, hmm, hmm. I'm sorry, this is boring. Listen to me think. I should
It
have prepared for
is. Where's the Jeopardy music when you need it? I should
do
start
do do
singing.
do do.
Oh my god, yes.
All right. Let's just say for Kanto, probably the Pokemon I hate the most from Kanto is
Oh my god, I love that Pokemon.
yeah. I don't know. I pretty much I dislike most of the most of the legendaries.
Really? Of
So
Kanto?
not of Kanto, probably of
Oh.
like everything after first and second gen. Like I didn't even like the third gen legendaries.
You didn't like
So
Rayquaza? That's probably like the first person to ever say that.
I mean Rayquaza's okay, but
Or
like I didn't
Deoxys?
really.
Deoxys was badass.
No, I don't like Deoxys.
Why not?
It's just something about its design. I just don't.
Whenever I see Deoxys, I think of like gummy candy. It makes me
Well, there
hungry.
you go. Makes you happy. All right, go on to your list
The
because
fat kid in me is coming out.
I'm gonna think of mine a little bit more while you're talking. So
My like most hated Pokemon is probably I don't know everything that's not Caterpie. Weedle, fuck Weedle, jeez.
this is a hard question for us. Whatever
No,
your
no,
name
it's
is.
not. It's Weedle. Weedle sucks. I've always hated Weedle. I've never liked it. I've always thought it was really stupid. It's got a horrible, ugly design. It's just bad. Just nobody should ever use a Weedle. And somebody submitted a freaking Weedle in the Hood on Scrafty Zaglock with the name of Hardy just to spite me because they knew it'd make me angry, just to troll me, and I just hated it. It's Dr. Weedle, and he used the Beedrill. It just made me so mad because it made me Hardy, and I hated it.
And the weird yelling thing happens again that I don't understand.
Screw
It's
Weedle.
fine. Yep. So his is Weedle. Mine is all the legendaries after the first and second gen. Um. Hmm.
You don't like
Trying to-
you don't like Zekrom? How can you not like Zekrom? He's awesome.
I don't know. Something about
Reshiram.
it. They felt like they were all the same after that.
How
Like
did
it,
they feel like they were all the same? How in the world can you compare Kyogre to Shaman?
Okay, well, okay. Let me rephrase this. The third gen are okay. The first and second were amazing. I love the first and second legendaries. The legendaries
First
for
gen.
third were okay.
I think
After that,
fourth
they
gen
all
had the
sort of just
weakest legendaries.
so that's the ones. What are their names exactly? I can't remember.
Fourth gen legendaries are
It's
like Dialga, Palkia, Giratina,
yeah,
Shane,
Dialga and Falcon.
Heatran,
That's what I was trying to think of.
Arceus. I liked fifth gen legendaries. I really like Victini.
Now,
Is like the cutest thing in the world. Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem. Those are like really awesome Pokemon. I really like the fifth gen legendaries.
you may hate me for this, but probably out of all the legendaries I hate the most, it probably would have to be Giratina. I do not like Giratina. I just
Okay,
don't.
I'm not a
That's
big
why
fan of Giratina
I
either.
hated it when you used coffee or whatever Phantom was its original name and you changed it. I was like, don't use legendaries and
Hey,
don't
hey,
use Giratinas
people
for me.
voted for Giratina. Okay, just saying.
Yeah, I can't argue with the people. Yeah. Apparently Obama can, but we can't. Anyway, so on to
I guess we should move on to the next question because this
yeah,
is
sorry
becoming a
we
legendary rant. I believe the next question is why Hardy? Why is Gyarados a flying type? Because I don't know. He doesn't even fly. I just when is the last time you actually like seen a Gyarados fly? They just like pop out of the water and they're like, roar! I have a big mouth, and
mm,
then they like go back under the water. I don't know why Gyarados is a flying type. The only flying type it learns is bounce. So
Logic. Don't question it.
I I don't know. Okay, well, this next question is kind of it. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to answer it because you're like not knowledgeable about anything. But it says, "What
Mm.
will your team be for X and Y?" This question is for both of you.
All right. My team will be all three Kanto starters and all three of the six gen starters. Bam, there you go.
Okay, well, my t-
Because apparently Ash can do that too. Oh, he didn't get a Charmander, Bulbasaur, or a Squirtle, but we're just gonna give them to him later on in his little journey. So logic.
okay, well, my team, I still haven't decided between Chespin and Froakie, and I'm not gonna like spoil myself like getting the final evolution, so I don't know how I'm gonna choose between those two.
Rookie.
I'll probably, well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I'll go with Charmander. So I'll probably pick, if I pick Froakie, then I'll pick Squirtle. If I pick Chespin, or if I pick Froakie, I'll pick Bulbasaur. If I pick Chespin, I'll pick Squirtle. Because I do want, like, the new, like, region bird, because it evolves into a fire flying type instead of a normal flying type, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was told that Caterpie is going to be available early in the game. In X, he's a lot more common. I guess in Y, he's a lot more rare, which sucks for me because I pre-ordered Y. Um, and let's see, so that's four. I don't know what my other two are going to be yet, so I guess that's just going to be a mystery.
Yeah, we'll figure out all these people when we start playing the game. I assume.
Okay, next question is what's the best revealed X and Y Pokemon in your opinion? I think in my opinion it's probably Bandit. What are you doing, Bad Cat? It's probably the Y Legendary. I think the Y Legendary looks absolutely amazing. He's so badass looking and awesome, and he's just so cool. So I'll go. I
Hmm.
think his name is like Yvettal, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. Of all the ones revealed, I mean, I guess this isn't necessarily just a regular Pokemon, but the Mega Evolution of Mewtwo, the X one, I like. The Y one sucks, but I thought it looked really cool, in my
Oh,
opinion.
I just want to mention this really quick because I never even like realized this until I actually sat like I heard it in a video that the X and Y evolution, like Mega evolutions for Charizard and for Mewtwo, are going to be exclusive to like X and Y versions of the game, and I
That's
just
that's what I assumed.
I
That's why
never even
I'm mad
considered that.
that you got lied to. Yeah, you're screwed now.
I
So
know I got the two Mega evolutions I don't like. Ugh.
can you not just go back to
No,
GameStop?
but I want the Y legendary. I don't like the X legendary. So I'm making this a lot more difficult than it has to be.
Well, they're doing this on purpose to make people want to get both games. And then I guess you'd be able to transfer Pokemon over to the other game, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, they're still gonna be trading. So,
Yeah. So there
Um,
you go. That's their goal is do a bunch of exclusives so people buy both games. So
okay, I like this question. This question's from the IC Blade 99, and he asks, Hardy, when did you meet faggot?
all right, explain this. And it's
I met I met faggot while like we were both making Call of Duty videos, and we met through a then mutual friend who neither of us, I believe, are like friends with anymore. And
not really.
yeah, we just he's kind of gone his own way, and we've stuck together, and we like randomly played a game of zombies together in like Call of Duty Black Ops, and that was almost 3 years ago now. So we've
Long
been
time.
friends ever since.
Yeah, and I stayed in the Call of Duty area for a little bit longer, and Hardy just went on to Pokemon, and all of a sudden he's just all famous now, and I'm just at school,
What's a
not doing
school?
videos. Huh?
What's a school?
What's a school?
Yeah.
This is where you learn things. It's a very scary place, especially if you're an engineering student. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going. Next, I'm ready
Okay.
for this.
Well, the next question is from Chugayoshi. Is what is your favorite fire, grass, and water Pokemon and favorite fire, water, and grass starter? I don't know. There's like a million fire,
Let's
grass, and water
oh,
Pokemon, so let's just stick to the starters.
let's yeah. Let's. That's what I was about to say. Let's just do the starters. Fire, water, and grass starters. All right, for me, grass, Trico. I love Trico. I don't know why. I just do. Um, for water, to be honest with you, I'd have to say for all three, probably my favorites would have to be the third gen starters. Because, I mean, saying Charmander would just be, mainstream, and mainstream sucks. Um, and I don't know, something about the third gen starters I just always really loved. So that's my answer. Or
Okay, well, for me, if you guys don't know what my favorite water type starter is, I'm gonna be a little upset because I like fanboyed over it when I got it in Light Platinum, and that is Oshawott because he's just the most adorable thing in the entire world. I love Oshawott so much.
what about Totodile?
Totodile sucks.
Fuck you.
um,
Actually, hold on. I'd like to change my answer slightly.
you only want to change it to Totodile because you were my
No,
Totodile
no,
in Blaze
no,
Black.
no, 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 no. Not Totodile. For my fire starter, I like Torchic, but actually, what I like more is Cyndaquil from second gen. So, but I will keep my other two the same. So go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, well, for fire, probably. I actually really like Chimchar. I think he's really cool.
Isn't one
And
of the questions that I read in the comments about Chimchar?
I don't know. We'll find out when we get there.
All
And
right.
for grass, I don't know. I like all the grass starters. Like there isn't one grass starter I dislike. So I'm just gonna say all of them in like one big mega sword.
That actually surprised me. I thought you were going to say Snivy. That was
Why?
my. I don't know. You used
Mm,
Snivy in Blaze Black, didn't you?
yeah, but actually, well, people voted for me to use Snivy, so that wasn't by my own
Oh, okay.
choice.
Too long ago. Couldn't remember why I used them.
And I still remember it. That was like 2 years ago. Anyways,
Yeah.
continuing on, someone said, Hardy, will there be a Minecraft Let's Play? No. If you want to see Minecraft videos, though, Spizzlez makes some. So,
I do, and
just
I'm actually
saying.
personally, I'm thinking about it, and I've decided that I don't think I really want to make the Pokemon videos, but I might actually do the Minecraft. I might be doing it with my roommate Kyle. So keep an eye on my channel for that, or just don't. It doesn't matter. I don't care either way.
Someone asked, when is the quiz show coming back? Very, very soon. I'm being so freaking lazy on it. I have everything ready for the most part. I'm just too lazy to do it.
Should we say your first guest?
It's Blacklight Attack.
Can we do? Okay. Well, way to make it non-dramatic.
It's
Anyway,
Blacklight Attack.
yes.
Roar.
We both watch Blacklight Attack. His videos are amazing. He's doing a monobug run right now, and it's freaking awesome. Heart Gold.
I think
Yep.
everybody here should know who he is. I know he's the reason I started making Pokemon videos because his Leaf Green Nuzlocke is one of the best series on YouTube in my opinion.
So for all of you out there that's saying, "Man, I'm so glad that God provided us with a derpy person like Hardy," then you can say Black Lives Hat got him into it. So yeah.
Yep, it was awesome. Anyways, next up is favorite sports. Oh, I'll let you go first because I have a feeling I know what it is.
Okay, well, what's the question?
Favorite sport.
Favorite sport.
Yeah, pay attention.
Okay, you have a pretty good guess, I'm
Yes.
sure. What is your guess?
No, you go first.
You don't want to embarrass yourself if you're wrong.
I'm gonna say it's either football or ping pong.
It is ping pong. My favorite sport to play is ping pong, mainly because I'm actually really good at it. That's probably the best sport I am. And before y'all say that it's not a sport, because I know a lot of people think that, just I mean, watch some of the really good people like the table tennis, or like on the Olympics. Those people are crazy. And I wish I was that good. And back in the day before I started doing ping pong, I really liked skateboarding, which some could consider that a sport as well.
That's extreme
But
sports.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And for sports, what I like to watch would definitely be football, because I'm from Alabama, Roll Tide. So, but I don't actually go to Alabama, but I do watch Alabama football, and I like watching Auburn too, which is the other school in our state that's really big. So, yeah, there you go. What about you, Hardy?
Well, I don't really watch sports. I like sports. I like playing sports. I've never found entertainment in like watching them. So, yeah, but my
You're just
favorite sport to play, I like every sport. I think sports are like so amazing to play. I like football, basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, like racquetball. I like racquetball a lot. Um, so like every sport. I used to be like really into skateboarding when I was younger, and then like all of a sudden I like the friend I had that I'd skateboard with every day moved away, so I was all of a sudden like by myself, and it's not that fun to skateboard by yourself. So
yeah, I
I
agree.
kind of I fell out of it. I still have my skateboard, and like all I could do now is an ollie. So it's to be fair, like I think I was 16, or either like late 15 or early 16 when I stopped skateboarding, and I'm about to turn 19. So it's been like 3 years since I did it. So
What all could you do? Like, could
um,
you do kickflips and stuff like that?
I could ollie.
Okay,
I
well
haven't
that's
lost
great.
any of my talent.
Okay, that's
Okay, to
so
be
your
fair,
talent.
I was a lot fatter than. In fact, people can't jump that high. You have to be able to jump high to do a kickflip.
See, yeah, I actually got pretty good at skateboarding, and I was able. I remember that time where I learned the 360 flip, which is where the board goes. For those of you that don't know, it goes 360 degrees, so full way around, and then also does a kick flip in it. When I learned that, I just felt so awesome. Started learning a lot of different tricks, and then, you know, I started getting hurt too much, so I just kind of stopped doing it as much. And I found a passion for ping pong, so I'm not really sad that I'm not doing it anymore. But also, I really like billiards as well. So, but that's more of a recreational kind of sport.
Like on the skateboard for a second again. When I did skateboard, for some reason I had really, really bad chicken foot, and I like there was nothing I could do to get over that. Like I could do a pop shove it, but every single time my back foot would land on the ground instead of the tail, and it drove me insane. And
That
I
means you didn't pop the board correctly.
No, like I would get it right, but I would be like completely over the board, but I would be like in my mind afraid I would fall, and I'd put my foot on the ground instead of the board.
Oh, you didn't commit. That was your problem.
Yeah, I had just had really, really bad chicken foot.
It took me forever. I learned pop shove its and 180s and all this stuff really quick. But the one thing that gave me some really like a lot of problems was the kick flip. Once I learned it, I could do it, all that other stuff. But the one thing I didn't understand is I would like push my board or push my front foot up to do the flip, and my foot would just land on the ground way before the skateboard did, and I landed back foot. People that you see do that and always are asking on YouTube, what am I doing wrong? Problem is they're not actually like flicking their foot up. Because if you don't flick it, like you actually got to like put your foot like sideways against the board and then flick out. That'll like even out the board underneath your feet, and that's how you have to land it. Once I figured that out, it became extremely easy. So, any of you skateboarders out there, there's some advice.
Well, I learned how to do the ollie on my very first day skateboarding, so I felt accomplished with that. Because that just came naturally to me. But I remember seeing like a video. I don't remember who it was by. It was like some pro skater saying that if you could like the kickflip is like the basis of all further tricks, pretty much. So if you can learn that, then you could pretty much learn any trick. Because like the
It's
heel
true.
flip is just like the opposite of kick flip. A varial
Yeah.
flip, 360, tray flip, all those things are like based off of the kick flip motion. So once you learn that, you pretty much like it just becomes a lot easier.
And yeah, that's
So
true. I strongly believe in that because once I learned the kick flip, I learned the heel flip real quick. And actually, when I was first learning, I did a little bit better with the heel flip than I did with the kick flip. And eventually, I was actually able to get more height with the heel flip than kick flip throughout the entire time I was skateboarding. And then, there's all these other tricks that it just took a little bit of practice. And I usually had them in a few days or so. So, yeah.
this is actually kind of making me like wonder. It's kind of this make me think like the bicycle theory. I know I just probably made that up, but like when you're learning to ride a bike, you have a lot of trouble. But once you learn how to ride it, it's like you instantly do. It's like why did I ever have trouble doing this? And it's kind of the same thing with skateboarding. Like when you're learning how to do the ollie, or you're learning how to do the kickflip, you have a lot of trouble teaching yourself. But once you get it, it just becomes so easy, and you like don't understand how you had trouble with it before.
Yeah, when I went home with my friend, my one of my roommates, this weekend, this last weekend for just to visit his family or whatever, just hang out. We went to Manchester, Tennessee, where he lives, and it's just a really good place, just to ride bikes and stuff. I mean, it's just a lot of farmland, so it's a lot of open area, and it was funny because we got in a discussion about forgetting how to ride a bike because it's been a long time since I rode a bike really at all. So I was like, I got on it, and I mean, I was fine. I was instantly fine, but it just felt weird because it'd been so long. But then I remember when I was younger, I was really good at like doing riding a bike with no handlebars, like just putting my hands out of the way and then just balancing. When
Yeah.
I first was doing it there, I mean, my friend Kevin was there's a dog barking.
Yeah, I know. There's not much I could do about it because they're just giant assholes.
My friend Kevin was doing it really easily, and I was trying to do it, and I actually had my stance a little bit wrong, and I didn't realize until later on. And the bike just kept on trying to like fall over to the left. Then I found out I just needed a little bit more confidence in it and just let it fall a little bit to even itself out. And then I was doing it fine. But it's one thing that actually threw me off because I was always told once you do something on a bike, you'll always remember how to do it. That thing I forgot how to do. But then I just remembered it, a few minutes later, so it was fine. So
I assume it's just like muscle memory. I mean, you just have to train yourself how to do it, and once you do, it's like your muscles remember the motions and everything. And
I don't know. That brings up an interesting topic to me because like walking and stuff. You learn it when you're young, and then you never forget how to do it. When you're young, you can't stand up straight and without falling over when
I
you're a
always
little
thought the
baby.
main reason for
But
that is because babies have like huge ass heads and really small bodies, so they
well,
can't balance.
and then there's also a thing where it's like once you learn it, you can stand up just fine and not even think about it. But also like swallowing food comes naturally once you learn how to do it. I mean, it's not really much of a learning. That's more of an instinct kind of thing. There's a difference between learning experience and instinct. And then I actually know somebody, one of my friends, his grandfather. I think he died a while back, but he had like a stroke before he died, like a good bit before he died, and he actually, because of whatever it damaged in his brain, he forgot how to swallow. Like he couldn't swallow anymore. Like he couldn't swallow food. It just like he just couldn't actually get it to go down his throat. So they actually had to put like a tube in him to feed him. So it's things like that. It's like you don't realize how lucky you are to have them until you lose them. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, I think that's actually it for our questions. So we didn't have
Okay.
that many questions. Like not a lot of the comments were related to questions, or a lot of them were just
Yeah.
regular comments. So, anyways, let's get on to
Make
the.
sure check the next page. Load
No,
more.
I had them all on one page.
Are you sure?
Yes, I went to the very bottom. It's okay. And anyways,
Okay. Anyone
let's
that
talk.
he has forgotten comments, I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's his fault. Anyway, so what are we doing now?
Let's talk about the brand new Pokemon X and Y news that came out earlier today. Because
Oh
for the
yeah.
record, we're recording this on the 2nd of October because a faggot over here is like deciding he wants to go home for the weekend, and so we can't record. Yay.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, earlier this morning, Pokemon released brand new Charizard or Mega Charizard X, which is a is black, first of all, which is awesome. Which actually, thinking of that reminds me of a topic we should cover in a second. But it's black. It's now fire dragon type, which is it's just God. It looks so cool. It has like blue flames coming out of its mouth, and I just want to hug it and make it my bitch because it's amazing. And you have a different opinion.
I don't think it looks that good. I mean, it looks kind of dumb. They could have done something so much better with it. I like how it doesn't look so. It doesn't look like it went through a pencil sharpener this time, but I don't know.
It looks like someone
It's one of those things you don't like, but you don't really understand why you don't like it.
It's because you're hipster and they're changing your baby.
Yeah, like I said this earlier when we were talking about it. Maybe I'm just a purist. Maybe I'm conservative or something when it comes to Pokemon. Don't change what's already amazing.
But I don't know. I really like it, but it's confusing in the fact that it has these like massive ass wings, and it's not a flying type now, so it's like hit by ground type moves.
Yeah, well, here's what I don't understand. Why is it Why did they make this one this Charizard a fire dragon type, but not the other one?
I don't know. It's probably the same way. Well, actually, I'm just kind of starting to realize like this. Like with Mega Mewtwo X gained a type, and Mega Mewtwo Y it didn't. It just stayed its normal type, and it's done the same thing with Charizard. So maybe the X Mega Evolutions gain a typing or change their typing, and the Y ones don't.
Maybe.
I don't know, but do you think I'd probably like almost guaranteed otherwise it wouldn't be fair that Blastoise and Venusaur will probably also be getting Mega Evolutions for X forms.
Yeah, but I feel like most likely there isn't going to be an X and Y for Bulbasaur or for Blastoise and Venusaur. I feel like they're probably just going to have one that aren't exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, but if they're adding typings to like them for the new X forms, what do you think they'd be? Like, I'd think Blastoise would probably be like Water Steel. I mean, like, I could see like Blastoise is already like really tanky. If they add like make it Water Steel. Regular? Normally he's just water, but if there's like if there is a Blastoise X or Mega Blastoise X, I wouldn't be surprised if they made it a Steel type.
What if like instead of like the cannon he has on like his back, what if he just has like dual pistols or something?
Just go around pistol whipping people.
They're actually like little water guns. Fuck, bitch.
I'm not sure what they could do with Venusaur though, because like the only typing I could think is maybe like Fairy. I don't know.
But here's what I don't understand. They released correct me if I'm wrong, but they did release all of the Mega Evolution for the Kanto starters, the first one, all at the same time, right? Why didn't they do that for this one if there's going to be a separate exclusive one for X?
Well, I think I'm not 100% sure because I haven't seen it yet, but I do believe Pokemon Origins came out today, and I want to think that Mega Charizard X was featured in Origins, so they probably just wanted to release it before the video came out.
Pokemon, I actually looked this up. I think my roommate Alex did. So if I'm wrong, sorry guys. But he told me from what he looked up on Bulbapedia, all 4 episodes aired in Japan today, or they've all been up at this point, but we aren't going to get them until a little bit later.
Yeah, well, we don't get English until November.
Yeah, November what?
We talked about that last week, spizzlez.
I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Anyway, I'm always wrong. So anyway, but yeah, that's what throws me off is that they just showed Charizard's new Mega Evolution, probably just to get people to shut the hell up about why is he not a Dragon type. But they should have gone ahead and released if Blastoise and Venusaur were going to have a separate one too.
They're probably just like trying to keep up the hype and make like maybe daily announcements. Who knows what we'll find out tomorrow morning.
That's true.
We are 10 days away now, so they could be doing like little announcements every single day. Who knows?
Yeah, but when I was told about this, I was watching Rooster Teeth, awesome channel. You guys should check it out.
Are you really promoting Rooster Teeth here? Really?
I'm sorry.
Do they really need it? Of all channels, you pick Rooster Teeth?
Rooster Teeth sponsor us. I'm just kidding.
Today's video is sponsored by Rooster Teeth.
But anyway, I was watching some of their videos, and all of a sudden, my roommate Alex comes in, and he's like, so I assume you've heard about the new Charizard that's Fire Dragon, right? And the first thought I was just like, he's full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And then he showed me like the little video featuring him. I was like, what? And we both agreed that we didn't really like it, but apparently Hardy's like,
You guys are just horrible people. It is the best Pokemon. It's the second best Pokemon ever created. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't even used it yet. I just know. I'm like willing to go change my pre-order to X, use the stupid X Legendary just to have Charizard X.
It'd be funny if like he gets that Mega Evolution and suddenly he only knows the move Splash.
So he's just sitting there like bouncing up and down like, I'm so mega.
But it'd be funny if they didn't tell us that's what his only move is. So there'd be a bunch
showed
of
him
people
using
like,
Fire Blast.
oh my gosh,
So.
Mega Evolution, Charizard, and then all of a sudden in the game you look at the moveset Splash. A bunch of people would rage quit and be like, I want Y now.
Or he gets like Tickle. Just like pokes up to you and tickles you with his new Dragon Claws, like tickle, tickle, tickle.
He'd be like Barney. I love you. You love me.
Let's burn your whole family.
Well, this went into a weird direction.
Doesn't it always?
Yeah.
But actually, when I was talking about how Mega Charizard X is black, it made me think, what are shiny Pokemon going to look like when they Mega Evolve? Are they just going to keep their same color scheme, or what? Because we've never seen that yet.
Well, I mean, yeah, and Mega Charizard X does become black, right? That's
what color normal shiny Charizard is.
Yeah. So maybe Mega Charizard X, if it's shiny, just becomes white.
He just like becomes red, and he just looks like a normal Charizard.
Maybe.
It's like, oh, I'm nice and rare and shiny, but guess what? Now I'm normal.
I don't know. That's actually a really good question, but yeah, I don't know what their plans are for that. But it's gonna be hard to find out because it's only like a 10% chance of finding shinies on most games.
10%?
No, not 10%. What is it like?
It's like 1 in 8,000.
1 in 8,000. I was really close.
It was 1 in 10%. That's more common than a critical hit.
I don't know what I thought it was. No, I don't know what I was thinking. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Why am I doing this with you? You're so dumb.
Maybe I meant to say 1 in 100, which is still very wrong.
My God, I'm so disappointed in you right now.
Sorry.
I mean, I've seen like people who do soft reset runs for shiny Pokemon who get into like 20,000 resets before they find it. And if it's like a 10% chance, those have to be the most unlucky people I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
You're a disgrace to Pokemon.
Yeah, I am. I don't know why you still have me here. You might as well fire me now.
Alright, you're fired. Let's get somebody else.
I'll
go call up Hoodlum Scrafty, have him replace you.
As you will see in the description below, there will be an application to get my job.
The only question is this. Is the shiny possibility 10% true or false? If you say false, you're automatically hired. So
you'll have like hundreds of people on your podcast who'll be like, "Hi, I'm Hardy Tech. Hi, I'm blah blah blah."
The entire
blah, blah.
hour will just be introductions. Be like, okay, guys, that's this week's podcast. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed our X and Y news.
What are we gonna do once X and Y comes out? We won't have news anymore.
We'll just
be like, oh, here's the 7th gen news.
To the person in the comment that asked why we were talking about a bunch of other random stuff, we said at the very beginning that we were going to do a little bit of news, if there ever was any, talk a little bit about Pokemon just for the hell of it, but in no shape or form is this completely dedicated to Pokemon. That's why
I say we talk about Pokemon and much, much more. Because, I mean, we did like a little rant on skateboarding and how your uncle couldn't swallow, so...
No, it was...
I guess he spit.
My friend's grandfather. You got it wrong.
So, hey, do you spit or swallow?
Why bring that up?
Well,
Neither. Anyway, so let's keep going.
I'm gonna assume that you just leave that for the bedroom. You don't
Sure,
want them to
whatever.
know. Oh,
Um,
oh yeah, I just remembered one question that I skipped because I thought it was like stupid, but they want to know what our full names are. Because, like, and someone actually replied to it saying my full name, and I'm like, wow, that's really weird. And I remembered I have Facebook, so. But my full name is Hardy Tech Yo Yo.
my full name is, well, my first name is Spizzles, my last name is SPB, and my middle name is AKA. So Spizzles, AKA SPB. There you
See,
go.
I know, well, for the record, SPB is his initials, so, yeah, HTY are not my initials, just saying, because my first
Well,
name's Michael.
my first name is Steven. His first name is Michael. But we never call each other that. So, I mean, he calls me Steven every once in a while, which is very, very random, but he does.
I, when we were like
And then,
when I was visiting him in Alabama, I think I called him Steven a few times, and he started calling me Michael, which is like, what are you doing? Just no, just stop it,
yeah.
bad Steven.
Yeah. I don't know. It still feels more natural to say Hardy. And even sometimes when I'm around here, I'll tell them, hey guys, I'm going to record my podcast with Hardy. And they're like, wait, who's that again? I'm like, Michael. And they're like, oh, okay. So apparently they know you by Michael, but not by Hardy. So congratulations.
Well, I mean, I don't really think it's weird to like call each other by those names because for the most part, that's who we are. I mean, Rusty is obviously not Rusty's real name, but that's what I call
Yeah.
her. She calls me Hardy all the time, pretty much. It's just, that's who we are. That's how we know each other. So,
Yeah. It's just like a nickname, except it's a username.
yeah, well, I mean, for
Except
me,
that.
it's like a second identity almost. I don't really think of it as like a username. It's like it's part of me now.
Still swear to God there was a question somewhere in there about Chimchar.
No, I didn't see it,
Could have
but
swore I read
you
it.
can go look if you're gonna bitch about it that much. Anyways, what's the next topic you have for us to talk about? Because the
I,
people aren't entertained by this.
I don't
I
care.
could just you had
Okay.
the list of topics.
Yes, I did. Okay, so by the time y'all are seeing this, he would have already uploaded his first episode of the Nuzlocke run, his new one, and it is
Already doing the drum roll. They already know what it is.
Forest Guy. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, y'all would have already seen this, but this is news to me because my roommate actually guessed because I told him that it was supposed to be something with a brand new region or whatever that's not like well, whatever, and he was going through his list of games. He actually has a lot of games on his emulator, and he was like, "Is it Flora Sky?" And I was like, "I don't know." I saw somebody in the comments ask that, so then I asked Hardy, and he was like, "Uh, no. Yeah, it is. That's how he went. Exactly.
That's exactly the sound I made.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't an exact sound because we were just Skype chatting, like text chatting. So
Does that like the voice you use for me in your head when we text? You're just like whenever I say something, you're like hospitals. I'm pretty sure if anybody's the hillbilly here, it's you.
I'm just imagining that now. You'll just be saying, "Where's my notes?" You go, "Where are my fucking notes?" Because I do notes on him for his videos.
They're
But
awesome. Like every time, well, he watches the
I've gotten
video
like
and then he like sends me little Skype messages of his thoughts on the video, and I've like fallen in love with them because they always make me laugh. Like hearing his stupid, unnecessary, completely rude opinions about anything I say. Like today, he watched the finale of Light Platinum, and like
I
every
was
5 seconds,
genuinely
like,
me.
"Oh, you're so fucked." 5 seconds later, "Oh, by the way, you're fucked. You're gonna lose." And at the
To
end of the
be
video, I
fair,
won, and he had to eat his words.
yeah, me and Alex were watching it, and we saw that you won. I was like, "Holy shit, he won!" I don't understand. You wouldn't have won if you put it on set. Remember that time you put it on set and you like got sweeped? Yeah, I remember that. Well, you weren't sweeped. You just lost half your team.
Leaf green.
Yeah, you should go on set again to make it more difficult on yourself.
No,
Oh.
no. Forest Sky is a very difficult game, so I don't need to go on set for that.
Is that one? Is that the one that like starts you off with like dragon starters, like dragon type
No,
starters?
that's Dark Rising.
Okay, what are the starters in?
Forest Sky has Kanto starters.
Is it what is it a hack of? Like what
Emerald.
emerald? Okay.
And
Because
I've only
oh
have 2 episodes recorded so far, and something's already died. So, yeah,
shit.
it's a difficult game.
Mm. I'm excited to see it. When did you say the first episode is getting uploaded? So I know they already know, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's because this is like 5 days later, but it's being uploaded tonight, silly. So the day like Forest Sky Part 1 is uploaded, that's the day we're recording this. So yay. These are
All right.
recorded like a lot earlier than they're posted, and I still somehow managed to mess up and post them late because I'm stupid. Like, this is supposed to be posted on Sundays, and number 3 was posted on Tuesday because of multiple different reasons. And all of Sunday, all of Monday, and like half of Tuesday, he was just bitching at me and bitching at me and bitching at me to post the podcast. So,
Yeah, because you said I'm gonna make a schedule for it. We're gonna upload on Sundays. Okay, it's Monday afternoon. Oh, I put the wrong audio in there. That just
no,
happens
the
to be
first
too.
time I just forgot. Sunday I just completely forgot to do it. And so Monday I was rendering it and I figured out that I ended up using the wrong audio because I had another Skype call recorded that also just happened to be like exactly the same length. And it's like, well, I can't post
Yeah,
that call because I'm kind of drunk and rambling about stuff. So that's
very
not,
personal stuff that y'all don't need to know.
yeah. But
So yeah.
anyways, and so Tuesday was finally posted and yeah. But anyways, so this will be posted on Sunday. If it's like the last thing I do Sunday afternoons, hopefully Catercave will be posted for the rest of eternity. Until we
Yeah,
become old men and die, we will do this.
sweet. That may be a little bit too much commitment, but we'll see what we can do.
Oh,
Anyway,
really? Really now? You're not willing to commit until you become an old man at the age of 14.
yes.
You bastard.
Anyway, so we actually forgot a couple X and Y things. So first one, Canadians. They're stupid. Not all of them.
Oh.
Ones
Lovely.
that one store that sold X and Y
That's actually a common
early.
trend. Like a lot of the times you get these mom and pop gaming stores who will sell games early at a higher price. And that obviously just happened here in Canada. And
Was
they like
that
sold it to the wrong person who now I think there's more
you
than
should
one copy
ban
out there.
them. You should ban the store. Like make them go to a different country or shit. You
I
shouldn't be
wouldn't be
coming to Canada.
surprised if like Nintendo doesn't like release games at that store anymore. Like if they find out what store it was, I wouldn't be surprised if that store is blacklisted from Nintendo.
Now, I didn't know that it was actually done like on purpose. I thought it was just an accident, like they got the date wrong or
Well, I
something.
mean, it might have been an accident. You might have just had some incompetent employee that didn't know. But I do know that, like, a lot of places that will happen. You can get games early at, like, these mom and pop gaming stores. Like, not like GameStop or, like, the big names. Just, like,
Hmm.
these little one-off shops. They just, there's only, like, one of them in the entire world where they can do what they want and not really get in trouble.
Well,
So,
there are a lot of people on YouTube that seem to have the game actually, or
oh.
so to speak, they have the game.
Well, I've been
And
doing everything I can to avoid spoilers. So I'm,
yeah,
like,
that's
about
the
ready to go
thing.
on, like, an
And
internet just
yeah,
like,
I was watching Jay Witz. If y'all don't know who he is, he does a lot of Pokemon videos. Facts of the day, and talks about all sorts of stuff.
sure
And
they
he
know.
was saying that he's only what?
I said, I'm sure they know who Jay Witz is.
Okay.
Anyways.
Anyway, but he uploaded a video about the Mega Charizard X, and at the very end of that video, he was like, "I'm aware that some people do have the game at this point, but I'm not going off of their information. I'm going off of confirmed information."
Well,
So
he said he's not going to post any of that spoiled information until it's released by Nintendo. So,
yeah, exactly.
okay, guys, I apologize about that little pause there. I had to go eat dinner, like kind of abruptly. So, anyways, I don't remember what we were talking about, so we're just going to move on with the next topic, which spizzlez has for us right now. Yay!
Well, what we were talking about, Hardy, was we were talking about a couple X and Y news that I forgot to mention earlier in the video. The
Oh, yeah, the leaking.
and we were talking about the leaking of the game. The Canadians did that or whatever. But also there was some news that was brought up earlier, and I think it was actually before we did the last video about Duo Blade, but we didn't mention it. There's a slight difference in EXP shares. We don't know if it's going to actually be called EXP shares in the new game. But for X and Y, if a Pokemon holds whatever the EXP share kind of item is, they'll get 100% of the experience from beating that Pokemon or whatever, and all the other pokes that are participating in that battle get 50%. This is much better than like evenly sharing the experience. So it'll mean more experience for your Pokemon. So yeah.
It's similar to like in first gen. I think that's how the EXP share worked, except it was called like EXP All. So, although what do I know? I didn't play first gen, so here comes the hate.
Yeah, I hate you. First gen. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that is about it.
Why do you hate me? What did I do wrong?
You didn't play first gen games. You deserve it.
You haven't played fifth gen.
Who gives?
Fifth gen is a lot better than first gen. Yeah, I went there.
Oh snap!
First gen had a lot of things. I just don't find like the pre Game Boy Advance games. I just don't find them fun.
I can't even look at your picture on Skype anymore.
I like the remakes of the games. I just don't find the first and second gen games themselves.
Fifth gen doesn't have Caterpie. How about that?
Sawaddle is a good replacement. I really like Sawaddle.
Oh.
Levani is also like one of my all-time favorite Pokemon because it's just so adorable. So.
All right, whatever. Anyway, so we'll just keep going on before I strangle him. Anyway, so also I would like to mention we made a little joke about it earlier, but we actually do have a sponsor this time.
We do.
Okay, ready? Yes, we do. I promise.
I wasn't informed about this.
Well, we are. Okay. This Catercave podcast is provided to you by Sweet Scent Body Spray.
He's been waiting to mention that for so long.
It's sponsored by Sweet Scent Body Spray. Do you smell like super...
You wait so long and you mess it up. Wow.
Sweet Scent Body Spray. Do you smell like Super Repel? We'll fix that for you right now. All right now, with this promo code on your screen right now, and you get your free bottle of Sweet Scent Body Spray.
I'm not putting a promo code on the screen. Screw that.
Do it.
No.
Just do it.
No.
Leave us for
the promo
bit.
Code is the picture of the Caterpie.
Okay. You literally just throw that onto your computer and bam. That's how you get it. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about. So we have a little bit of time left. So I thought I'd talk about we could talk about the whole government shutting down real quick. Opinions, go.
The government shut down because I won a Nuzlocke.
All right, that is one reason. What's the other reason?
I don't know. I don't follow up with politics.
Yeah, well, I sort of do. So actually,
are you really gonna do this right now? You're gonna bore my people with politics?
Really? I'll make it real quick. So basically, I was on Facebook, saw people posting about government shutting down. I didn't know about it. I started looking up information. Obamacare stuff. Republicans bitching about it. Democrats bitching about the Republicans bitching about it. And that's the end of the story. Government shut down. How about that?
Thank you.
I just thought it'd be something that needed to be mentioned because it is news. And we are a news podcast sort of
We
thing.
are a
Not really.
Pokemon news podcast. If
right.
the Pokemon government shuts down, or Nintendo shuts down, we'll talk about it.
All right.
Just saying.
Fair enough. Okay, do we have enough time for me to talk about my my pool?
Don't worry about time, guys. Spizzle has a story for us. I have not heard this story before, so I'm quite intrigued. So I'm going to let him have the floor.
Okay, so this actually happened just a couple days ago. So I was just hanging out with a couple of my buddies. One of the person that was my roommate my first semester, and a guy that's actually a grade under me that was on the robotics team with me as well. And he comes to my school now, and he lives in a different dorm. But in my dorm, just recently, they brought us a nice pool table. And we're talking a really nice one. It's like red, and it looks really classy. The only problem is they don't have really good pool cues, which I plan on for this weekend. I'm going home, probably going to go get myself a pool cue. But anyway, back on topic here. We were just playing, doing pretty good. We were all doing pretty well at pool because we actually are pretty good at it. And all of a sudden, a couple of the RAs, which for those of you who don't know, resident assistants, they're basically the people that get paid to help others in the dorms. Um, anyway, so they walk in and they usually have a bunch of weird events and stuff set. And apparently, an event they were going to have for later on was these drunk vision goggle things. And they kind of like they trying to look. They virtually kind of give you what it looks like to be drunk. I mean, they fuck with your vision. And I've been drunk many times, but I've never been as drunk as those things make it out to be. Because oh my god, I wore like the really really bad goggles. The other two guys wore pretty bad goggles as well, but I wore the worst ones for the longest. And okay, imagine a pool cue. It's thin, long. Don't make that perverted, please. It's thin and long, and
Just like you.
if you hold it vertically, shut up. If you hold it vertically, it's just straight up. Now with these vision goggles, with the way it like bends your eyes, almost it like, or well, it doesn't actually bend your actual eyes. It bends the sight through the goggles, and it looks like the pool cue is curved. Like it looks like a banana, almost. It turns a pool cue into a banana kind of look. And then if you like hold the pool cue sideways, it's completely straight. But if you hold it vertically, it's like curved. So it's like a certain way that it curves your eyesight. And it made,
Why did you just get really quiet?
pool. We were playing pool, so we were trying to, use the pool cue to knock the balls into the holes. I got really quiet. Can you still hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but there's like a 5 second
Hello?
pause there.
Hello?
Hello?
What was the last thing you heard?
I don't remember. I wasn't completely paying attention.
There may have been an internet spike kind of thing. I'll keep an eye on it.
Sorry
Anyway,
about that.
so yeah, did you hear the whole thing about the banana?
Yeah, it made the stick look like a banana.
And then the pool cue, if you hold
That's
it
what my
horizontally,
stick looks like.
it's great. Yeah, it looked completely normal. But with pool, what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit the cue ball into the other balls and make them go into the sockets, into the holes. So, yeah. Anyway, while we were doing that, all of a sudden they came in and brought us those goggles. And then when we started playing, it was terrible. Like, we would think we'd be looking straight at the ball, knocking right into it, but we'd like completely miss every ball on the table. It'd be that bad. So actually what it felt like we had to like completely turn our body the opposite direction to shoot the ball, and that's actually how you made contact with it. It bent my sight like really far to the left, so it was really weird. And then I actually got mine taken away because she was going to take them away soon anyway, because she had to go do some other things, or the RA that provided it to us. And I kept trying to sit down in a chair. The first time I tried to sit down in the chair, or actually the first 2 or 3 times, I banged my knee against that chair, because it was one of those like really long chairs that's kind of like tall. Kept hitting the legs of the chair, and it just hurt my knee. And I was like, God damn it, this is starting to really piss me off. And then I decide, okay, I'm not going to run into this chair this time. This time, instead of busting up my knee, I just completely missed the chair altogether and just fell straight on my ass. So yeah, why are you not talking?
Oh, are you done with your story?
I didn't know if you were just being really quiet for any particular reason. Anyway, so I fell on my ass and it hurt, and my butt still sort of hurts a little bit. But anyway, and then she was like, "All right, that was fun, guys," and she took away her goggles. And then after that, we actually had to stop playing because it like messed up our vision for at least a few minutes. So we still couldn't hit the pool balls very well. But experiencing that was just so weird because it really made everything extremely difficult. So word to the wise, don't get that drunk. I'm sure you haven't, because we're talking. I don't. She said the exact number of how over we were, but it was a really high number, but I can't remember the exact number. It was just ridiculous.
So just these goggles alone made you feel impaired?
Yeah,
Wow,
that's what
awesome.
they do. Yeah, they're actually really cool, and I can see why they use them. They're actually, I think it was the police that offered them. We have a police station on campus. We have a campus police, and they have a bunch of events where they they have people drive golf carts and stuff with these goggles on, and it's to promote to not drive and drink and drive. So I think it's cool that they're doing that. And I don't know, it blew my mind how much it really fucked up my vision while I was wearing them. It was incredible. But yeah, that's my story.
Well, I think when I was drunk, my vision didn't really get that bad. I just like really got unbalanced. I couldn't balance at
Yeah,
all.
and that's what was weird is that it not. I mean, because of how impaired my vision was while I was wearing them, I did lose my balance a lot. Like I kept running into the table, I kept falling, tripping over my own feet. Because like I said, I had the worst ones. Because of course I had to be the one to wear the worst ones, and worst of the worst guys right here. Anyway, but it's just something about it. It blew my mind, like how somebody can get that drunk and not just like fall over and die. Because it was insane. Like I don't know how many drinks it would take to get that messed up, but it had to been a lot. So
That reminds me of something I tweeted out when I was drunk. It made me think, like, how do people have sex when they're drunk when I can't even walk straight? I don't understand like how you managed to do that, like when you can't even like be balanced at all. It just
isn't it like some people like they can't get it up as well when they're drunk?
I don't know. I don't. Okay,
You don't
I
have
don't
any.
know if we're supposed to like talk about this now. I'm like,
Okay,
I don't
sorry.
think I didn't have any experience with that when I was drunk, so I didn't have to worry about that. All I did was play Pokemon and Skype with people, so
Yeah, I'm aware. I was
not
in that Skype
exactly
call.
like
It's
the
fun.
most exciting activities. So
Yeah, you were funny though, so I enjoyed it.
thank you.
Yeah,
Well, guys, I think that wraps up this week's Catercave. So, Spizzles, you want to say goodbye to the people who actually, like the one person who made it this far into the video?
I love you, whoever you are.
Have my babies.
Have my babies.
Let's just have
Anyway,
our babies. Let's have babies together,
and
Spizzles.
while you're at it, buy my sweet scent body spray so you won't smell like Super Repel.
That's why he never gets laid, because he smells like Super Repel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't bought my own product yet, so I don't know if it works.
If you don't buy your own product, it must be pretty good. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and leave your comments on anything we described in the video or talked about or just, whatever. Spizzle's channel's down in the description to go watch all the videos he doesn't make because he's so awesome. And until next time, I'm Hardy Tech Yo-Yo. That's Spizzle. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.